3 years after human rights activist and environmentalist Ken Saro Wiwa and 8 of his Ogoni kinsmen were killed by the military government of late General Sani Abacha over agitations, our correspondent Komodomo reports that he has been remembered today. The report.
A non-governmental organization, Social Action, and some indigenes from various towns in the kingdom have gathered to remember the lives of their fallen heroes. Some indigenes expressed worry over how they have been neglected by government since flag-off of the Ogoni cleanup in 2016, as nothing has been done about the project. They called on the federal government to come to the aid of the various communities.
Just that, but those who has continued to die as a result of the pollution, the benzene taken in the water, the acidic atmosphere we suffer. Today becomes a day for sober reflection for our people. There should be some level of sincerity and transparency about the plights of the Ogonis, about the issues, the degrading environmental situation of Ogoni, the political marginalization of the Ogonis, the economic strangulation of the Ogonis. We have been raped of our virginity, and they care not to do nothing about it. Instead, they continue to make us a serving slave in our father's land. I don't think it will be welcomed by any existing society. And so that's why we are calling on the federal government that if they are sincere for the cleanup of the Ogoni as they have shown to the world, then they should be proactive.
What we are here for, to tell the government to help us to clean the Ogoni. We are dying in polluted, we are living in polluted in our lifetime. Imagine today is Ogoni Day. Remember Ken and Wiwa, we have no light in Ogoni. Nothing has been done. Everywhere is bush. We are dying every day. Ogoni people celebrate burial as memorial, everything in Ogoni. Only what we celebrate in Ogoni is burial. We have nothing good in Ogoni. And what we are begging the government today to help us and clean Ogoni.
If I breathe, now only if I cough like this, now cough where they bring. If I eat, I know the fit breathe again, because this oil, when we breathe in, carry sickness everywhere, headache, typhoid, malaria, sickness everywhere.
So we are using this opportunity to send a message to the federal government to commence immediate implementation of the UNEP report by starting with the emergency measures recommended by UNEP. That is the provision of potable drinking water for the Ogoni people, the audits of the health of the Ogoni people that UNEP report said have lived with pollution all their lives, and of course, to reassess the environment as they have planned to do. That process of expression of interest that was abandoned by High Prep in 2017, and another process started in 2018 for the bidding of contracts and opening of bid, should be reopened. The emergency measures should be implemented. Center of Excellence should be built. Contaminated soil treatment center should be built so that those major facilities can help.
They also want government to take more measures to clean up the land by High Prep.
The purpose for their death has not been achieved. The creation of High Prep for Ogoni cleanup is just an administrative facility by the federal government. And we all know that the High Prep is a baby to the federal government. And we need a system where if the government is sincere to the Ogoni people, the plights of the Ogonis, the suffering of the Ogonis, and what the Ogonis has gone through, we think we should get more than what we are having. But what we hear every day, cleanup will start today from August to September, from September to October, now is December. So it also means that on the part of the federal government, they're not even sure when they will start the cleanup. So nothing has started. They have only done what we call administrative structure.
High Prep goes ahead to carry out the environmental cleanup when these vital facilities are not in place. When emergency measures have not been provided, then High Prep is trying to carry out the cleanup in a vacuum, and it's not going to stand any test of an internationally recognized or acceptable standard of cleanup. So we are calling on High Prep to provide water for the people, do the health audit, and of course, try as much as possible to build all the key infrastructures that are supposed to be in place before contemplating acts of carrying out the actual cleanup, which of course we even want it to start immediately if they can put these preconditions in place.
They are however called for thorough cleanup of the land with compensation to affected communities and restoration of livelihoods. For Quest News.